Buying a domain name in Australia is really easy, and it's also probably a lot cheaper than you're expecting to. I've bought domains, I've sold domains, I've even had one of my domain names hacked and forwarded to a really sus website. More on that in a minute. But first, let me show you how to buy a domain name in Australia and then how to link it to your website and to your email account, such as Gmail. We're also going to talk about whether you should be getting a .com domain or a .com.au. It's a really common question I get. I'm pretty sure I can give you a good answer. So first thing you need to do is go to a domain provider. I'm using crazydomains.com.au. Basically because they're also based in Australia and we're in Australia, obviously. So they're an Aussie company. They have local data centers and all that good stuff. And they always seem to have good deals on .com.au domains, which a lot of you are probably after. They also make it really easy to link to your Gmail account. Like you don't have to do any copying and pasting codes from one place to another like you used to. You can do it all on the Crazy Domains website and then just log into Gmail like you normally would. But don't just type crazydomains.com.au. There's a link in the description of this video that will save you some money. So they are the sponsor of this video, but I'd be using them anyway. I used to use another international provider who you've probably heard of until one of my domains got hacked and forwarded to a sus website. And when I phoned them up, they were like, yeah, it's been hacked, but they couldn't even explain how, which is just not good enough for me. Dodgy as a $3 meat pie, to be honest. So anyway, once you're on the Crazy Domains website, you can to the search bar here and type in the domain that you're looking for. So I don't know, let's say you want to buy Footy Shack. That'll probably be gone, but let's have a look. All right, so that is available. I'll tell you what, if that's a pretty good domain name, footyshack.com.au is available. Okay, so do you want a .com or a .com.au? If you are only ever going to be serving the Australian market and you're confident of that, a .com.au domain name is better because it lets people know that you're Australian and they're going to get fast shipping or whatever, and you're based in Australia. Some of the biggest players in the retail space, they use .com.aus. If you're going to be serving an international market, then .com's going to be the way, because if you obviously the US market is huge, or Europe or anything like that, and if they saw a .com.au, they might think, oh, it's an Australian site, are they even going to ship to me? And they might not order or whatever. And if you're not sure, like, so a lot of you might be thinking, right, I'm going to start in Australia and then hopefully go international one day. Get both, because what you don't want to do is buy one like .com.au and then 2 years later you go to get the .com and someone's already got it and it's a nightmare. So I've had that happen on one business before. Luckily it wasn't being used, someone else had bought it and I was able to reach out to them, or they said, oh, it's $1,000. I offered them 800 and we got it for 900 in the end, whereas if you just bought it in the first place it would have been 19.99, like that. Another reason to get both is that even if you're not planning on going internationally, let's say you set up footyshack.com.au and then it starts doing well, and then a year later some other guy just comes along and opens up footyshack.com. Some of your customers, well, for a start, when they search or Google Footy Shack, is a good chance that the other person's site is also going to show in search results, so that your customers might end up going to them, especially if they're selling the same stuff. They might not even realize. They might think, oh, the site design's changed a bit, or they won't even remember what it used to look like, and they'll order from your competition. Some people will just type it in as a .com and then they'll see the competition and they'll think they're ordering from you, but they're not. So try and get both just to protect yourself up front. Also, while we're on the topic, if there is already a website that has a similar name to you, you might want to think twice about getting it. Like, say if you were going to open footyshack.com.au and there was already footballshack.com.au, I mean, you might get in trouble with sort of copyright infringement anyway. But also it's like, again, it's the same problem when people are searching for you. If there's already an established business of a similar name, they're going to be ranking way higher in Google search than you are. So most of the time your new customers that you've just absolutely struggled to get are going to end up going to your competition. Obviously, if you're an established business, like a brick and mortar business or whatever, and you've already been in business for a few years, you're not just going to change your name, so that doesn't really apply. But if you're in the process of setting up a new business, definitely be thinking about that before you sort of lock in your business name and your domain. While you're at it, check socials as well. It's all very well locking in like a great domain, but if there's like, you know, some 14-year-old posting Minecraft videos on the TikTok handle, that's not going to be ideal for you, because again, your customers are just going to get confused. And all right, so in this case, let's just say we want to buy footyshack.com.au and practice what I'm preaching. We'll buy the .com as well. Look, so just going on to the topic of making sure you buy what you can up front, have a look at this. So footyhut.com is for sale for 2,900, which is crazy, you know? So imagine you'd set up footyhut.com.au and then that took off and then you want to go and buy the .com. It's now going to cost you 2,900. All right, so pay securely. Now, as you can see, it's giving us a total of $106 there. You don't need to pay that much. It's added footyshack.store. It's free for a year. I don't usually bother, so we'll remove that. Also, 3-month website builder. If you are looking for a website, leave that in because you'll get a 3-month trial on the Crazy Domain website builder. I already know I'm not going to be using that. If you want a website just to promote your business, maybe you own a services business like cleaning or some sort of building or trades business, then a simple website is going to be what you want. So I would keep this 3-month website builder trial in there. But in this case, I'm going to remove it. So that's now $68. Domain expiry protection has been added to them. So that is basically, if you forget to renew your domain name in time, this domain expiry protection will hold on to it for you so that, like, if you've got a really hot, popular domain name, literally the day it expires, people will be watching. If you like even let it expire by 1 day, they'll just come along and buy it. But I'm confident that I can keep on top of the renewals, so we're going to remove that. But completely up to you. If you want to be extra cautious, you can leave that on there. Cool. Now, as you can see, $29.54. I'm getting the .com.au and the .com. So you just need to sign up here. Honestly, it takes 2 seconds to do. Now, what you'll see here is it's asking for an ABN. So in Australia or anywhere, if you try and buy .com.au, you have to put in an ABN. Like, they want to know you're like a real business that's buying it. A .com, you don't need to do that. I'm assuming if you're starting a business, you have an ABN or you're about to get one anyway, so that won't be a problem. It's free to do. If you haven't got to that stage yet, quickly jump over to the government website to buy an ABN. I'll link at the end of this video how to do that for free as well. And that takes, again, 5 minutes. Then jump back, pop your ABN in there, and then you can purchase away. And that's pretty much it. After that, you just need to pay and the domain names will be yours. You'll be able to see them sitting in your account. And just a reminder, before you do go ahead and pay, there is a promo code in the description for this video. So make sure you're using that and that will save you even more money. So now let's talk about how you link them to your email and your website. And again, I can't emphasize enough how important it is that your website has a decent domain name. Let's say you have like a coffee shop, but the signs like all tattered and barely hanging on and the front doors all like crappy and needs a paint. They could sell the best coffee in the world, but a lot of people are not even going to give it a chance just because of how it looks. It just looks too dodgy. All right, next up, let's get this set up with your Gmail or your email. So when you're on Crazy Domains, just go to email and then click Google Workspace. Now, it used to be the case where you'd have to go and set up a Gmail account separately from the Google website and then like configure the servers to get the two to sort of talk to each other and link up. But now you can actually do it from within the Crazy Domains website, which again makes it really user friendly, especially if this is the first time you're doing it or you're not particularly tech savvy. So you can see Google Workspace plans, $7.79 a month. But if you actually go directly to the Google website, look how much the package is there. The same package, so the business starter with 30 gig of storage in your Google Drive, $9.90. So it's actually cheaper for some reason on Crazy Domains and it's easier to do. So that's the way I'd be going. You get 30 gigabytes of storage in your Google Drive, which I find very useful. I don't know if it's just me, but I often save files as final. And then as soon as I do that, you can be sure I'm going to make a ton more changes and then end up with final copy, final copy, final. No, this is definitely the final copy this time. So yeah, the 30 gig of storage is very useful. Also, and I never thought I'd be saying this, I now actually prefer Google Sheets to Excel. I mean, who even am I anymore? So I don't need a Microsoft subscription anymore. I'm just doing everything through Google. All right, so you would just click buy now. You can choose how many users you want. So if it's just you, so John at footyshack.com, you just need one. But if you've got a staff member or your missus or whatever is also wants an email, or you want one for customer service, so you want John at footyshack.com plus customer support at footyshack.com, which is always a good idea because it, again, just makes you look a bit more legit. Like, it sort of hides the fact that your company is a company of one person, if that's what you want to do, if you want to seem like you're a bigger company. So you would then buy, there's more seats or more licenses up to 300, but we'll just get one here. Click continue, click I have a domain, and then type in the domain you've just bought, and then that's going to set you up. Honestly, after that, you'll literally then just be able to go to Gmail and just log in like you normally would with a Gmail account. You got it on the app on your phone as well, just works really well. You can use Outlook or whatever you want. A lot of people prefer that. Google's easy, you can be on holiday or whatever, or borrowing your mate's laptop, just quickly jump on Gmail and yeah, all good. All right, so if you want to link it to your Shopify website, luckily Crazy Domains and Shopify make it very easy to do that. So you just go to settings, then click, and where is it, domains, and then connect existing, type it in there, and then follow the next few steps. I'm not going to walk you through it. I think you can handle it. If you can handle ordering an Uber Eats after a couple of beers on a Saturday night, then I'm sure you can manage doing this. If you don't want an online store, like you literally just want a presence to sort of show off your business, like you just want a way that people can search for you and find you online, and it's linked to your phone number and everything like that, you don't need a Shopify store. It's going to cost you too much and you're not even going to use most of the features on it. So one option here is Crazy Domains and that free trial for the website builder that we saw earlier when we were buying a domain. We can do that. And you can see here, it says 15 days free trial, but if you signed up for the 3 months during your domain purchase, then you'll have 3 months to do it. Even after that 3 months, so it's $12.50 a month, which is about as cheap as it's going to get. Like, I don't even know if you can get free website builders anymore. You used to, like 10 years ago, and they were never that good. So yeah, give this a go, especially as it's a free trial. What's that popped up there? Chat with us, or you can call them. That looks like an Australian phone number to me. I've never had to call them, but there's the number in case you ever do. So I've not used it, but it looks really good. So it's an AI builder, which is going to be very helpful if you've never built a website before, or you're not particularly technically minded. So it'll be things like, it'll ask you sort of questions and it'll help you write your copy. Like, you can sort of say, I need an intro for my cleaning business homepage, and it will write one there. I want to talk about the services we offer, and it'll write it out in some nice copy that's persuasive and sort of motivates your potential customers to move forward with you. These are some of the templates. Oh, there's a cleaning one there. So let's have a look. This is the sort of thing that it makes, and that's literally all you need. So if you've got a cleaning business, you just want something like this with your prices there, about us. Use an about us page is always very good. Use a real photo of you if you can to build trust. Trust is something that's very important. I'm going to be going over that more in a future video, so make sure you subscribe to see that. That's probably the #1 killer of online businesses, not having the right amount of trust. But yeah, so this looks good. And again, that looks like a trustworthy website. Imagine that with a proper domain name. That's going to look great. What else have we got here? Oh, if you got a yoga studio, yeah, great. Look at that. Like anyone could do it. Oh yeah, I still haven't told you about that dodgy website. So basically, luckily it wasn't being used anymore, this domain name. I think I was going through my domain name, seeing which ones I could get rid of and stop renewing. And then I looked at this one, and it was forwarded to this, some sort of like gambling website. And I rang them up, and they were like, oh yeah, that's very strange. Yeah, it's been like that for a while. And I was like, how? And they were like, no, don't know. And they said they'd get their technical people to look into it. I never heard back from them. And that's when I stopped using that provider. So yeah, now Crazy Domains is the one. So as I said earlier, if you need an ABN, you can get that by watching this video here. If you just want a general video about how to start a business in Australia, this is the comprehensive full guide, everything you need to know from start to finish, setting up a business in Australia. And this is just the latest one I've made, which you might like as well. If you've enjoyed this, hit like and subscribe for more videos like this. Catch you next time.